Alan, we were just chatting a minute ago about what's for dinner tonight.
yes.
I have a nice
Yep.
warm meal, so perfect on a chilly night.
Shepherd's pie for you.
Exactly.
I think I'm hitting the streets to find something
Yeah.
tonight. Yeah, I
There's a
didn't
lot
bring
of good
anything.
stuff out there.
Yeah, I'm finding out very quickly that the options are plentiful downtown Portland. Rain plentiful today for many across the state. Some areas of mixed rain with freezing rain and sleet. And if my memory serves me correctly, I've heard some ice pellets first thing in the morning where I was at this morning out my window south of Portland. You can see some mountain snow and snow in parts of the northern areas of Maine. Most of us getting a cold rain, and that cold rain may freeze up on some roads, especially roads less traveled, like feeder roads to the Turnpike or I-95. Roads getting there may be a bit more slippery than the heavily trafficked ones, but something to keep an eye on if you have travel plans over the next really 2 or 3 hours. Temperatures are going to drop off fairly quickly behind this front, which right now is entering the western parts of Maine, getting into Maine out of New Hampshire. This front will also serve to bump the rain out of the state to the east, probably by around midnight. And then it's that time frame between right now and then that we are going to have that chance for some black ice with the amount of rain that we got today. And again, Portland, nearly 2 inches of rain. So there's going to be some frozen spots in the city. And this front, again, gets us really windy tomorrow. The winds are going to be gusting up around 40 miles per hour. And I'm going to focus right now, bear with me, on this big region of low pressure to the west and north of us. This will be why the winds pick up tomorrow. It strengthens, and it's going to bring in that westerly wind, again, gusting up to around 40 miles per hour. The European model, for example, shows some spots like Rangeley gusting up to over 40 to 45 at times. Meantime, the coast, 30 to 40 on the wind speeds, a little less as you get to the eastern parts of Maine. But overall, tomorrow is going to be windy and cold. That west wind is going to have some bite to it. Back to this low, because the low pressure region is going to move to the north. This is why the winds come down a little bit on Wednesday. It gets up near the Hudson Bay. But at this point, everything around this is going to be circulating counterclockwise. So we're watching another piece of energy that'll approach Maine from the west New Year's Eve and day, and that energy looks like it's going to provide enough lift to squeeze a few snow showers out of the atmosphere Wednesday night into Thursday morning. So if you're out celebrating, you may have a snow shower or two. I don't think much more than a coating to perhaps 2 inches down east. But I do think that a few light snow showers will be in play New Year's Eve. Teens and low 20s in the temperature department, and that cold feel is going to stay with us. Remember, that same region of low pressure, this lobe of cold air in the jet stream is going to hang out right over New England, and that is going to keep us locked in to colder than average temperatures. Most of the next 7, we stay in the mid to low 20s, and that is some 10 to 15 degrees below average for the time of year. Seas are going to be rough tomorrow. Gale warnings will be up and in effect. Winds could gust up to 45 knots. Again, few flurries possible into the late time frame Wednesday, early Thursday. I think the bigger story after today, though, is the chill. Single digits at night for most, and temperatures running some 10 to 15 below average. And this, we're about to come up on what is traditionally the coldest time of year, at least as far as averages go.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
All right. Thanks, Alan.